location.
Hi, internet. What's good, internet? We're
Happy
talking tonight.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Indeed.
Whether you're celebrating with friends, family, a significant other, assholes in your head, if you're like us.
And for Valentine's Day, I decided to take a recommendation from my dear old boyf over here. Since the other game we had in mind couldn't find. We're playing Pokemon Gaia because, well, at least for me, Pokemon gay ass.
Yes.
Welcome to the stream, Shadow. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Hell yeah. Oh,
I
hell
fed
yeah.
I fed her other husband and cooked for him.
Hell
and
yeah.
burnt myself in the
What, did you bring yourself home?
Making dinner.
Ah.
I dropped hot noodles on top of my foot.
Oh, holy shit.
It was hot. And you know, we get the big and tall pajamas, because you know, we're tall, and sometimes they're too long. Even the heat went through my pant leg and ripped out my foot. Things we do for love.
Yeah.
He ate it and went to sleep.
Oh, man. Ooh. Pretty mad. Oh, hell yeah, Shadow. Apparently 6 years ago, she accepted that she was a lesbian.
Hell yeah. It's been what? 12, 13 years for Dogman. For me! We're bird soup.
Shadow, Omni, that's like most, but not all, right? Being Omni. Yeah, you recently withdrew a book from the Salento Library. Please bring with you to the Reliquary of Ruins, Totem Poles. I'll wait for you there. Thank you for cooperating. Imagine you don't return a book and they just show up to your house, dude. Imagine. Fucking imagine. Holy fuck.
Your mom's yelling at you.
I just remember, try these out. They're running shoes I bought for you. You know how to use them, right? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got new Jordans.
I found some shoes that I want to buy that have paws on them.
OMG, I think they might be the same shoes I was looking at.
They're like wolf paws?
Yeah.
I want them. I might buy some, actually. I haven't decided yet.
OMG, welcome to the stream, John.
Our John? Different John.
Our John.
Hi, Ratman. We're bird soup. You can figure it out.
I see, Shadow. To be fair though, trans girls are cool. I have yet to meet a single trans girl that isn't cool as fuck.
I got a good friend that is one, and she is taller than me. That's saying something.
Giant woman.
7'2".
Damn.
Picks me up and holds me like a rag doll and shakes me around. And we're 6'8". Not
Like
6'8", we're 6'7". And she brawls like the rest of us.
Hell yeah.
She brawls like the rest of us.
Ooh,
Picks up her husband and checks him out the window if he wants to. If she wants to.
Defenestration.
But no, her favorite game is holding him over her head like a press. And just standing there. Then she drops him.
Ah.
On his head.
Ah.
Lucha, man! I was holding him, she does it too. And he is one of the tinier ones.
Split melon.
He's fine. He didn't get a concussion. This time. He didn't get a concussion this time, I promise. They were all hanging out yesterday doing whatever.
Hell yeah.
Hanging out, I guess. And she dropped him on his head again. It was kind of funny. For the umpteenth time. Yes, there was alcohol involved.
When is there not?
Fair point. He's usually not the one drinking to either, half the time. He is the stoner on the couch.
Yeah, Shadow, I think that would still make you a lesbian.
Huh?
Shadow was saying that she'd still be a lesbian because, she's into trans women. Yeah, that'll still make her lesbian.
Yep.
Grandfather Souls. Okay. Okay. New Pokemon, perchance? Who are you? Penis is a spiritual imagery here. Okay. See, I thought you were a main character because of your hair. You took your time.
We got lost, thank you.
Right? These totem poles are fascinating, are they not? For years I've stood here and nobody truly knows what for. They were said to be constructed by the elders of Orpheus. Enough about that, though. I called you here because of the book in your possession. It doesn't belong to the library. It's actually a family heirloom of mine. I believe the librarian stole it from me. As you can understand, it means a lot to me and I need it back. Would you be so kind? Yeah. That is very noble of you. I mean, it ain't mine. Here. Thank you very much. Now I have business to attend to, but you've helped me greatly. I'll be sure to scold the librarian when I see him next. Farewell, child. Yeah, you better explain to the librarian that I don't have his book. I don't want a late fee. See, Shadow, if you join the circle, ahaha, you can provide commentary.
Lots of commentary. If you'd like to join the circle.
I am open for collabs. I am never not open for collabs. Ahaha.
Yep.
Message me. You got my Discord chat. Send me a message. We can set it up.
The Pori suffering will never end.
Did you meet up with that lady? She took your book? That's strange. Anyway, I realized you
That was a lady?
Pokemon just now. An old lady, yeah. That was sort of
That was a lady!
The old lady? Yeah.
That was a lady you were talking to.
Mm-hmm.
We're blind. It looked like an old man with hair.
I can't stop thinking about Orpheus. It sounds so stupid. You can't go out there without a Pokemon? Okay. Is it a library? Where that guy was standing in front of? Yeah. Yeah. At last, the third person! I thought more people would be interested in free Pokemon. Obviously not. My name is Professor Redwood. As you may know, I'm the professor of the Orpheus region. I've come here to Salanto Town today to seek out talent. You see, I'm getting quite old. I can't keep up with the fieldwork my research necessitates. For that reason, I need helpers. She's out. She said I'm out. I guess that prospect doesn't appeal to everyone. Leaves you two with the choice of these 3 rare Pokemon. Please go and choose. She said I came here for free Pokemon. I'm not for free labor. Turtwig. Chimachar. Piplup. Little man. Little man. The teacher appears to be serious. Okay. Perfect. You're a guy. My name is Everest. I can send you an invite. Hold on.
Or bird soup.
Invite.
Bird soup.
There it is. Bloop.
Sorry, we're just here rambling.
There's your link. It might be to the wrong channel, but ahaha. But there's nothing against rambling. It's not a crime.
No, we're just here really stoned arguing amongst ourselves. Typical Friday night. More bird soup. Because we're listening to music. Just a random playlist.
What were we listening to last?
What's called Daily Mix.
Fun.
Number 5.
Let's see our Pokemon.
We got a bird.
A little man.
He needs a hat.
If only I could give him a hat. That would be so cool.
We still need a Porygon
We
and
do.
a robin suit.
Oh, that would be so cute.
I wonder who could draw a Porygon and a robin suit for us.
It'd probably take a bit of time, but I'll probably figure it out.
And it's not Grayson's robin suit.
Well, beat him up! Oh, beat her up!
Punch him. Whack.
Whack! Fuck!
Let's play a game of whack fuck.
Whack!
Ow.
Who did you want? Ah, oh yeah. Arkansas.
Smack it.
Beat him up!
Ow, my eyeball.
Also, we can grind up a little bit. Get our bird.
I would. Bird suit.
Run away. Mom! My bird's on the cusp of death, please! You
Like
dress
Jason.
upstairs. Okay.
Like Jason.
Yeah. She said, I'm
He
not
did
healing
die.
your Pokemon, you just go to bed, okay? And I'm like, okay.
You said your bird was on the brink of death, like Jason. Oh wait, he did die.
Yes.
So did I.
Well, maybe this bird will stab the Joker in the eye. The Jonkler. The Trimmer's called a Rock Slide, so you need Rock Smash to pass. Okay.
I wonder. Evil laugh. Oh. Threatening that ball.
We're in Arkansas.
Oh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Yeah? What you got?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Shadow.
I got it.
Hey.
I'm gonna send you a link so you can get your profile picture in here. So it can be on the couch.
Alright. Bet. I'm gonna do this on my computer because I do not want to open up tabs on my phone. That's what I'm talking on.
Understandable.
Hold up. I guess send in my DMs.
Yep. All in. There you go.
The secret bass song. This hits hard. Let's be real.
It goes crazy. It goes crazy.
It does.
It do. All right.
John says that he stabbed the Joker for a peanut.
Oh God.
I mean, Jason already did. Shh.
Actually, you know what? I got you. Hold up.
Wicked and Grotto in town? Real? Let's find it.
Where is?
There's a what in town?
This is the Hoenn soundtrack. What the hell? All
Hidden
right.
Grotto.
I'ma get my You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use the Let me see what this is. No.
Ah, dog,
Oh,
you
no.
made it. Fiber and I were just discussing the gifts I have for you. Yes, I didn't rival that. Like I said at Salanto Town, I need help at the moment, though.
You mean my rival?
I'm prepared. Fiber, as in Freddy Fiber.
Ah, Faber.
To get you started, I made you these. They're your very own personal care packages. Take yours, dog dude. I like packages.
Are there treats in the package?
Find out. Go ahead, open them. Okay. Let's see what's in it.
No, shush. I'm not getting snack cakes. You ate them all last time.
Orptus Pokédex. A Redwood card. Wow. A town map. What's this? Redwood membership card. Okay, what does it do?
What does it do?
Another set of gear, no? The Orptus Pokédex records data on Pokemon you capture. The town map is a map of the Orptus region. Intended for navigation. The Redwood card officially makes you members of our research team. It's recognized in many circles, so it's very useful. Don't lose it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Please, take these. Oh, wow. Balls!
Real thing's that thing now? That thing. Yep.
Yeah. We can go catch, 5 Zigzagoon. Bye. So, dog dude, I guess we're work partners now. Why don't we extend this to a little rivalry? Let's see who the strongest trainer is. Maybe the entrance to Arcane Tunnel, we'll fight there. I look forward to it. Well... Buster's gonna have to wait a little bit.
We're gonna catch some friends.
Yes!
Oh, you killed him. You killed Megavines.
Hello.
Oh look, there's a me.
Burb. Say hello to Dick!
That was fun. Still not my fault. We laughed at that.
Bumblebee. Okay. Ball in! Bumblebee, the digging Pokemon. Who be digging?
Treasure.
Treasure?
Says it looks for treasure. I like the shiny object sometimes.
I'm also a fan of Treasure.
I like rocks too, but...
Hello. Get pecked on, stupid. Get out,
Find
Burnett,
another
stupid.
bird and aim at Jason.
Okay.
And so on forth for the other two.
about now, Benson?
Did I do it right? I guess there's one way I can find out. Give me a
I
sec.
think so. Let me just add your thingy. Bloop,
There we go.
bloop, bloop.
Oh wait,
Okay.
never mind. I'm not even looking at you.
Hmm?
There you are. You're on the couch.
Bet.
So,
Oh,
He does have pickup. That's huge. Okay.
oh,
items. Lots of items.
Yes.
See, I know this.
okay. But dude, the worst Pokemon in Gen 4, let's be real.
You can want a lot of HMs though. Be an HM friend.
Yeah.
It is an HM user, that's it.
We'll name you Skippy. As in the
I
peanut
wonder,
butter.
is this like Pokemon Unbound where like they have the entire team leveling up, or is this like the old Pokemon games where everyone just has to be out to level up?
Yeah, I think you level up piecemeal, like individually. Unless you have
Damn.
an HP share. I mean, XP share rather.
For chance,
be
I
honest.
don't know Pokemon Gaia anymore.
As much as the new series, I'm like, it's like iffy for me. The one thing they did right was the level up the entire team thing. Like,
Yeah.
I like that.
No one wants to sit there for 7 million years leveling up their Pokemon individually. People are like, oh yeah,
Right.
well, they make the game easier, blah blah blah. Okay, bitch, then like turn it off. It's a feature. Put it in the options. You can turn it off if you like the challenge.
Right? It's
No,
that
you
simple.
turn it
I
off.
mean, as far as I'm concerned, when they put it as the main thing, you're easily able to turn it off in the settings.
Yeah, like I think in like whenever they made XP share toggleable, you can just go to the item and your key items pop in and turn it off.
Yep. And then when they got rid of it as a key item, I think in Gen 8 they had an option in the settings where you could just turn it off if you want.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, if you're really that mad about it being easy, then just turn it off. It's that simple.
Literally. People will find anything to complain about.
Yep. Unfortunately.
An optional difficulty setting? I will complain about this.
Dude, the Pokemon fan base is this in a nutshell. If it's not Gen 3, 4, or 5, they have to complain.
Yep.
That's literally them. And then if it's a remake of Diamond and Pearl, they also have to complain for some reason.
Yep.
I must say, it is funny as fuck seeing people double back and say that Pokemon Sword and Shield was actually good. And I'm like, huh. It's almost like this happens every year.
This is funny though.
Every year it begins.
Sword and Shield is kind of on one of my lesser favorite games in the series because it lacked a story. But like, if you're saying it's your least favorite, you should just keep that opinion. Don't say it was actually good like 2 years later.
Yeah, I mean, everyone does that with like every new game that comes out. When the game comes out, they're like, ah, this game sucks 2 years later. Ah, this game was good actually.
Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Right? I'll be honest with you. As much as people like to shit on Scarlet and Violet for its glitches, I actually liked the game. It was fun. And I'm sorry, I like the story more than I did Gen 5 for once.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute, Rabbit has pickup too. Hell yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm not really a huge fan of like the newer games. Like, sure, I like Gen 7, I like Gen 9, but like, that's really it for the newer games so far. I do try every game out to see if like they could do good. And they're interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. See, they just need to put Porygon.
But
I
this-
like it.
Yep.
I will be honest though, the one Pokemon game that I really want to just be forgotten is the Let's Go games.
Nah, they're solid though for like newer people.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if you've played Pokemon Go, maybe that's your cup of tea, but I've played Pokemon Go, and even I think it's bad. I'm sorry. I didn't start with Pokemon Go, that's probably what it is.
That's the issue. It's mainly made for
I
people who got in on
with the
Pokemon Go.
original yellow version on the Game Boy Color.
Hell yeah.
I'm that old.
See, you're not
I'll
alone.
be honest though,
I didn't start with yellow. I started with, I think, either red or blue. I forget, but one of them bitches.
I technically started with Diamond and Pearl, but let me just say this right now. When I was a kid, I thought Diamond and Pearl was the best games ever. I play BDSP, I'm like, why does this not seem as good as I thought? It wasn't as bad as people want to say, but it was still not my favorite. Then I go back to playing Diamond and Pearl just to make sure if this was exactly what I was thinking. Diamond and Pearl was a lot worse than I thought it was when I was a kid.
See, it's almost like
Now,
when you play it as a kid, Diamond and Pearl were the newest games out.
yeah, and by that point, I was like, I was a kid, so I was dumb. I thought it was probably the best game in the world. Platinum's better, I'll just say that. But
Yeah.
BDSP, I will say this right now, it is overhated. Like, that game, sure, it's too similar to the originals, but you know what else was? Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Fire Red and Leaf Green was fucking peak. I'm gonna be real.
Real. I'll be honest. For a remake, if I was gonna compare Diamond and Pearl to BDSP, I would choose BDSP over Diamond and Pearl. Only, not because of not because of like the game being any better. No, the reason is because they improved from Diamond and Pearl. That's it.
If they just had the Pokemon follow you in Fire and Leaf Green, easily could be one of the best Pokemon games of all time. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Just let my little critter follow me.
Oh, wait. I know, bro.
Let's get some more balls. 10 balls. I saw a Badoo that I want to catch. This is the winner. Ah, yes, the conga line. Switch them out so everyone gets XP.
But yeah,
Even though it's heavily
as
divided.
far as like the Switch era of Pokemon, I wouldn't consider the best, but they had a few good games. I'll admit. But it also introduced the worst game in the series, in my opinion.
Look, they need to stop being cowards and remake Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness.
Right?
They need to remake. They need to remake Explorers of Sky.
No, you know what they need to do? You know what they need to do for Gen 10? They need to just shut the fuck up and take 6 years to make the game. As much as I love to defend Scarlet and Violet, I cannot deny it was buggy as shit.
And funny enough, people like that's what they're trying to do with Legends ZA, but people are still complaining about like no announcements, no nothing. And I'm like, bitch, let them cook. Like, you expect them to just reveal all their tricks like they did with Sun and Moon in the trailers, and that's why no one really enjoyed it like that, because everything was spoiled to you.
I mean, I'll say this. I'm glad Scarlet and Violet worked on the story, cause and the fact that they had a union circle, cause like that game was actually fun. Sure, we can shit about the bugs and glitches all the time, all day, but like it was fun at the end of the day. Sword and Shield, it was like, oh, here's the next generation, have fun. What fun are we having? The DLC that you released like 2 years later?
I didn't even finish the DLC. I didn't finish.
I never did.
I didn't finish the one with the Tundra. I only did the Isle of Armor because I heard Porygon was in it. And even then,
I'll be honest.
I just transferred my Porygon from home, and that was it.
I'll be honest with you, the only fun one was the one with Dynamax Adventures. That's the only fun part about Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, that was peak. That was great. Hell yeah. Seeing a big ass Mewtwo.
Really, the game. Right? But, like, other than that, really the entire game was just the living definition of a bad game. Like, sure, games and Pokemon are flawed. But, to say that they're bad is an overstatement in my opinion. Because, I don't think any Pokemon game is really legitimately bad. Or I would say that. But, a few of them do exist that are legitimately bad in my eyes.
OMG, hi Ethan.
Oh!
I see that
Ethan!
from the
I just
stream.
noticed who's in here.
Yes. This is
Oh,
Shadow.
yes, I am from the stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the streams a lot.
Yeah, I know who you are. How you doing?
He's not
Well, I
gonna fight him.
just I'm very sweaty and I'm very tired. I'm supposed to get off at 8 till 8:30.
Dang.
Have fun at work?
No, it was very busy today. I blew up a bunch of balloons and that was the most fun I had today.
Helium.
Blowing up balloons.
We sell like
I mean-
balloons or like a
Hmm.
I'm not a fan of balloons.
What?
I'm not a fan of balloons.
Understandable.
What? Okay, Robin. I'm not a fan of, Final Fantasy. Well, actually, I kinda am, I lied.
I like Final Fantasy 15.
What was... No,
Ugh.
the game that I'm not... The game series I'm not a fan of... Alright, hear me out. Mario. Like, I like some of the games, but I'm just not I just could never get into it.
Alright, Dystopia, you can't stream Mario anymore.
Well, I will continue streaming Mario out of spite.
I never said he couldn't stream Mario, I'm just saying... I don't care for the games, you know? I mean...
Yeah,
I get it. I'm
there are
also
some
not
games
stupid.
that I'm okay with, but like, yeah, you get me. And I am just noticing that your profile, that your picture on the couch is you being Mufasa, is Mufasa smoking
No.
a cigarette.
No, you're wrong. That is my persona. He is smoking a blunt.
Oh. I'll assume you like getting high like this does.
I do. I get high with
Yeah.
Dystopia.
Me too.
Bet.
But the last time we tried playing a game with taking a hit, it was Fallout, and he made the rule of he had to take a hit when I threw a fucking grenade.
I'll be honest with you. If we're gonna talk about games that were like not any good, that were just downright fuck. So we're talking about Pokemon shit, but you wanna know, and this is not Pokemon game, but this is a game that was like so incomplete, it's just people hated on it.
Are you gonna say Fallout 76?
We almost No, Sonic 06.
I see. Yeah.
You want to know what game I hate? That sucks balls.
Like, I'll be honest with you, Sonic 06, it's... I mean, it's really just... unlike other games that are like... that were bad, that were like, incomplete but still were good, like Pokemon and fucking... I would say Fallout... No, Cyberpunk. Sonic 06 was just... The story even sucked, it was that rushed. Like,
Yeah.
that's like... Bro. I mean, but I would also argue that it's not the worst thing in the world because Sonic Forces exists.
Nah. I actually kind of like Sonic Forces. Feel free to crucify me.
I'm sorry, I just... Look, the concepts in Sonic Forces is good, like the freaking customizing your character thing. But, the story was just half-baked.
Like me right now.
I like Sonic. Right?
Ethan, what did you say? What game suck balls?
Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Skyward-
god! The controls make me want to pull my hair out.
As
Let me
a big time
be real
Zelda
with
fan,
you. Let me be real with you. Skyward Sword. I'll say this: great story, great graphics.
no, you're
Doesn't-
right. The story,
No.
the
Let me finish. Let me finish. Great story, great graphics, terrible execution with the controls.
correct. You are absolutely 100% correct.
And that's really the only downside about Skyward Sword. Other than that, that game is pretty much near perfect.
See, if I could literally get through the games, maybe I'd enjoy it, but the controls make me want to rip my hair.
The craziest thing is, they said, you know what the players hated about the controls in Skyward Sword? Let's do it again
Right.
on the Switch!
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have the option to like get rid of motion controls, mind you, but like it's still.
Like, I understand that was your gimmick, I understand they wanted that gimmick so bad, but like, just give us like, let us use the controls like, probably like Princess or some shit.
Honestly, that's the reason why I'm like, that's the reason why I just hated Let's Go, because like they just tried to imitate Go and failed, I'd say. Like,
You're right, yeah.
I
You're right.
get it, Pokemon Go was popular at the time that released, but like, I don't want mainline to be like Pokemon Go, I want it to be different still. I'm glad it was only one generation, because I think I'd pull my hair out if Gen 8 had the same mechanics.
They need to
Legends Arc,
let you
like-
use your Pro
like,
Controller.
I like Pokemon games for how they try to be unique from each other. But Let's Go's in its own boat. I'm sorry.
Did Carl bite it holes through it?
Like,
Llamas
biting
with hats reference. I'm sorry.
With biting holes in what?
it's
I don't remember. Give me a minute. My brain has to process.
By the way, Dystopian,
Yes.
you know how I was talking shit about that battle map concept in Twisted Wonderland?
Oh, they're making you do that again?
It's even worse. They introduced a brand new fancy event, and it's literally just battle maps.
Oh my god.
Yay, Battleman.
So now I have to deal with this whole fucking event.
You're kidding. Dude. I really wish, like, for, like, certain events, this applies to, like, video games, too. Like, obviously, other video games. But, like, events and shit, they should just let you choose what you want to do. Like your control scheme or whatever. Instead of being like, oh, you know what? Let's introduce an entirely new gimmick that everyone is pretty sure is gonna fucking hate. Like the Let's Go games with you having to fucking throw the Pokeball. Sure, it was fun in the beginning, but it gets old after a while. Let me use my Pro Controller.
right.
I know for a fact my Pro Controller works. It just doesn't work for that game because y'all being stupid and dumb. And, like, y'all could have let it have the same control scheme as when you have it docked. Like when you have your thing in the fucking Joy-Cons, whatever, in the handheld mode.
I guess I ought to be thankful the Switch doesn't force you to use motion controls in every game like the Wii did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, they
Fun.
really lean heavily into motion controls on Switch, though. but like not as much
Did
as they
you
did
know-
before. What's up?
I know they tried
Yeah.
to, but oh, my bad.
Did you know that one of the games that you can't play with a Pro Controller is fucking Mario Party?
What?
Yeah, I tried to play it, and then I was like, you have to have a Joy. You can't play with your Pro Controller. Like, bitch, I don't
You're
fuck
talking
with-
about. Are you talking about the poorly made Super Mario Party?
Yup.
Yeah, that was bad.
See,
All right,
why? Why? Like, what if I want to be a pro at Mario Party? Who are you to dictate what
Because
controllers I
they
can and can't
need-
use? The fuck?
They hate their customers.
My
I'm gonna
God.
be real. As much fun as the Wii was, I did not like it as a console. And it's not because the Wii was a bad console, it was far from it. But because games that benefit from not using motion controls had them. Skyward Sword, GoldenEye, freaking Call of Duty. Why does Call
Oh
of
my
Duty have
God.
motion
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Why will they do that?
Why does Call of Duty have motion? That's crazy.
Oh my. You just unlocked a
That's
memory.
aim.
controls?
You just
You
unlocked
see,
a
it's like,
deep-seated memory. Like, I remember trying to play zombies on my Wii, and it just would not. Don't even get me started on fucking multiplayer, dude. Oh my man.
And what's bad is that Nintendo made a classic controller. You think that would be the easy solution? Only works on 6 games.
Yup.
Well, if you include the fucking the WiiWare titles, they really meant the WiiWare titles.
No,
Like Mario
No.
64 Virtual
No,
Console.
I was talking about in terms of like overall gameplay. If you buy the classic controller, you can only play it on like 6 main Wii titles, and that's it. One of them being Mario Kart, but they cannot put it in any third-party games.
See, they support the GameCube controller more than they did their actual like other controllers.
Right?
I feel like while they did go full send behind the Wii's launch, they didn't have as much faith in the console as they'd like us to think, because if they truly had faith in their console, they wouldn't have shoved a GameCube in it to make people go, oh hey, you can play your old games too, ah ha ha, please like our console. It was just as much of a gamble. It was just as much of a gamble for them.
I mean, you say that, but backwards compatibility is really a selling point for most consoles. The only reason the Switch didn't have it was because it was a completely new concept, rather than building off an old concept.
%. But like also, they didn't do backwards compatibility with the Wii U, and it flopped for obvious reasons. But like they were like really confident behind the Wii U's launch, and that's why they didn't include backwards compatibility.
They actually did with the Wii games.
Not for GameCube.
For GameCube, no, they didn't. The Wii U, the only reason it failed as a console was because they failed to make it obvious it was a new console, and instead made people think it was an add-on.
It really did seem like,
That's
yeah,
really-
like it would make a lot more sense if they just sold the gamepad. That would be cool. That'd be cool, I think. That could have.
No. What people thought the Wii U was just the gamepad, not the actual system. So they're like, "Why need to buy it?" And it was like, I'm like, dude, Japanese people need to learn how to advertise.
People may not have felt the need to buy the gamepad because they may have seen it as excessive. Yet they turn around and buy the fucking Wii Fit balance board.
I have a weakness
That's-
on wood.
You
Exactly.
realize the reason why. And then people are now complaining about the Switch 2's name. Bro, they're trying to dodge a bullet they actually got hit by with the Wii U. So, maybe you should be thankful they're not making another Wii U.
See, they're getting exactly what they wanted though. Like everyone wanted a Switch, like a stronger Switch. That's exactly what they wanted. They're going to get a Switch 2. Like they're not exactly reinventing the wheel here.
I know. Honestly, I like what they did with the Switch. They tried to go and challenge mobile game companies and just like their market was mobile games, right?
Yeah.
The Switch 2 seems to be targeting portable computers as their market. And since Nintendo really never fails to impress people with their handhelds, I have a feeling that the Switch 2 will get some sales. Maybe not as many as the Switch, but I'm thinking at least 50K. I'm at 50 mil, you know?
Your hunch regarding them banging on mobile gaming is absolutely accurate, considering how have you seen how Pokemon Unite looks in China?
Oh gosh.
It's got like full fucking cinematics and everything. Dude, like, it is insane. Like the skins have their own like little cinematics, and like the hub for Pokemon Unite looks like a whole ass. It looks like what Fortnite is here.
I find it hilarious Pokemon Unite runs better on the Switch when most phones have more RAM than the Switch.
Can you name this? I was gonna ask if you can name it Big Ball, but
If I find another one, I'll catch it and name it Big Ball just for you.
thank you. Big Ball!
Big Ball? What the hell?
Big Ball!
There he is. There's Big Ball.
Here he is.
I have questions.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, not Big Ball.
Don't.
Oh look, there's Jason.
Jason?
Don't worry about it.
You mean that serial killer with a chainsaw?
Not Voorhees.
He does not have a chainsaw. He has a machete.
I mean, still, you're talking about that guy that lives on Camp Crystal Lake?
No.
I thought he did have a chainsaw one time, and then never
The
again.
chainsaw is canon.
Ah,
The chainsaw is canon.
well, the chainsaw in. Well, the chainsaw is in literally everything else that references Friday the 13th inaccurately, I think.
It's because everyone forgets that Jason has a machete, so they just give him a chainsaw because he used it one time.
No one forgets about the chainsaw, but everyone forgets about the machete. Remember that.
Everyone forgets his machete so much.
Be fair though, between the
crowbar.
option of a big blade and a chainsaw, come on, coolness factor chainsaw wins, man.
You're right.
Right?
But, like, the machete is his iconic weapon.
Exactly.
Very true. Very true.
I know my iconic weapon.
He's not proud of
Mewtwo.
What the frick?
You just pull out a giant
Oh,
Mewtwo.
Sorry, if you're gonna be here, you gotta get used to that.
Yeah.
I'm very used to it. I have siblings that are like that.
I'm the oldest.
How old are you?
Still, I think.
How
Right
old am
now.
I? 25?
Oh my god, I still am the youngest. Oh my god.
I'm still the oldest.
How old are you, Robin?
28.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I thought you were in your 30s. Like, by the way you sound, I'm sorry.
I'm
Forget
not
me.
mad about that. I'm always get carded when I go buy a video game.
Damn. You look younger than you are. Can
Oh
relate.
yes.
Can relate.
My old boss, when he
Big
first
ball.
started.
I said beach ball.
Oh. Well,
Look,
He thought I was 20.
you know how old people think I am?
Huh.
15.
My partner, if he shaves all his beard down, everybody thinks he's 12.
Holy crap.
He's like 5'1" and mean.
I mean, I'm taller than him, but like, that's still like, what?
His younger brother likes to put him on the fridge at their mom's house.
Most people
You're
think
grounded.
I'm like...
air jail.
You're grounded. No, you're not. You're grounded.
Damn.
Get sent
Kid
to air
brother.
jail.
Kid brother is 20 at 5'11".
5'11", dang.
The youngest brother just is 13 and just finally outgrew Marshall. 14. Was on the 12th. Days ago. I think.
I'm getting paranoid.
Huh?
Sorry, I thought I heard someone yelling.
We do somewhere. Her brain is just full of a bunch of jackasses that like to yell.
Real.
Easy.
ADHD in a nutshell.
DID.
Beach. Ball. All one word, you think?
Amazing. Yeah.
How many of us again?
There's 4?
Sorry, rambling out loud.
Do I have to fight Riddle? I don't want to.
Why not?
Yes.
You
I
don't
don't need
have
that.
to, but you could.
Because it's going out of my way. My goal is to get up to Crowley, but Riddle is like right there.
Did you get anything from beating him?
Before I...
And my goal, wait. And then my goal is to make the worst legendary in the world, which is frickin' Regigigas. Not
I get a
the
map
ability
of
slow
that?
starts. No. I know Cosmog's technically the worst, but Regigigas is a close second with its ability.
The here's how that can be remedied. Double battle, right? Have a Pokemon with Simple Beam. Blast Regigigas.
No. You wanna know how you can easily make it done?
What's up?
Explosion.
Double battle, or double or triple battle. So have Regigigas, a Weezing, and a frickin' Slacken. Cause hear me out, the
The neutralizing
Weezing,
gas?
that Weezing you have, yeah, it will remove any of their abilities.
Oh, and Slaking won't have Truant, you're so right! Oh man!
Yeah, so like, you got 2 hard hitters right there.
Do I have heal squares on this battle map? Can I heal myself?
No.
I'll have to look at the battle map.
Oh look, there's a bat for the bats.
The ball. Thank you.
B-ball.
You'll learn...
Heal me! Lana, I love you, please! Let us all heal me!
brain.
Current obsession. Skyward Sword is the worst Zelda game. You can't change my mind.
I don't have a current obsession, so it's blank.
I'm looking at your bio.
Look at all these
It
friends.
says current obsession. Skyward Sword is the worst Zelda game. You can't change. Oh,
Yeah, it's not my current obsession, though. Normally there'd be something there, but currently I don't have one.
Space
I know.
Invaders.
I know how to do this. I know.
Okay, there is a heal spot on my map.
Okay, I know how to get you an easy obsession.
You don't need
What's your favorite Pokemon? You can think of one. Oh wow, it's bad when you can think of one.
I think.
I'm not. I don't care to be honest.
I'm thinking.
I sent you a request. Why not? 'Cause why not?
Want skipping here.
Oh, wait, which one of us? Me or Ethan? Ah!
I can send you one too, actually.
Water fire.
Also, there is one thing that you will come to learn. Hang out with all of us. Foxman is a DID system.
Yeah.
So there's somebody rooting around, fronting half the time. And our profile will change on who is out.
Foxman
So
Super.
to get our attention, hey jackass works.
Leona, you need to let them
Yep.
heal.
That's what the husband does.
Please.
I'm so mean today.
Wow.
But we're super.
If I showed you my Discord screen right now, they would have 5 unanswered messages. And you know what those messages are, quote unquote? Those notification pings are 5 friend requests from alt of my crazy ass ex.
Real. I've dealt with that before.
I need a check the record head? I'm good at that.
Dystopia, you remember what happened with Isaiah?
I hate that bitch.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Can we stab him?
So what I'm doing, I should decline them all, but being me, because both I'm lazy and I just want her, I'm just gonna leave him be.
So, for context, I dated this guy named Isaiah for a short amount of time. This was during my kick days, but like I was dating this guy and he was very transphobic towards me, and then he ended up breaking up with me. And I was indifferent to it at that point because he was being a dick the entire time anyway, and he got mad that I didn't care. So, for like the next couple months, he harassed me and my friends by making alt accounts and rejoining my group.
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb.
See,
He
hatred
still
is
needs
not
to be
enough.
stabbed and
I
I
want
will
that man. I want a giant magnifying glass built. That way, when it comes out of his house, he'll get burnt like an ant.
Yes,
That's what I want.
I like that
I mean,
idea.
that serves him right, but like, well, my turns of revenge is pretty petty on its own. Just get me out there. Watch what happens. If you don't know, I will make sure someone wishes they were dead.
I'm told I have to be nice or I would.
See, I can be pretty petty when I want to be.
That's the thing though, I'm very petty usually, but this time I'm just ignoring it because I do not want to be involved with her. She's crazy.
Yeah. As far as she knows, you never got those messages at all. Those requests at all.
Right? But yeah, I get it, and I kinda feel bad.
I don't need to fuck that.
I really don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
We can round it off with a good old fuck Isaiah. Isaiah, if you're out there watching it for some reason, get the fuck out. Otherwise, I'll come and find you and I'll beat you up. I'll break your legs.
You get stabbed in the eye with a fork.
I'll be honest. I know an Isaiah, but I don't think it's the same guy.
Oh, what?
It likely isn't.
It's fine. I haven't had contact with him since that incident anyway, so it's fine.
Well, that's good, because, I have my own issues.
Yeah? Question mark?
But, yeah, I just laugh it off. It's like...
So we can do. All we can do is stuck it out, really.
Yep.
Exactly. Like... As far as I'm concerned, I guess this is probably because I've been through so much harshness, I don't care by this point.
Real.
I just don't care. Like... She hurt me so much that I just lost all my care for her. It's like... Do I really need to worry about you if you don't like me?
Movie ticket. It's a movie ticket.
Especially if she's an awful person.
Grim, I did not tell you to go.
The thing is, she's not a bad person, she's just childish. And, like, very childish. Childish to a point where she's just downright selfish. So, like... I got sick of it. Like, I tried to be her friend, but she just kept trying to get back with me, and I kept saying no.
Oh, movie tickets restore moves.
So yeah, that's how it was, so... I'm not causing drama, but I could tell she's gonna try to.
Well, it always takes two to play games, you know, like, it's as long as y'all not in the same orbits, you should be fine. I hope.
Look, already on a similar server we're both in, coincidentally, she already invited her brother, and though I'm chill with her brother, knowing she invited him, I already know she's plotting something.
Oh no, not the fucking, not the scheming. Insane.
Nah,
No,
the thing
no.
is, she would invite her brother. She has a habit of inviting her brother to use him for stuff.
What?
Pardon me for a bit. I'm going to go make myself Dindin.
Have fun.
All right.
Get Dinder. Alright. Get bubbled on. Double bubbled on.
I want chocolate.
What kind of chocolate are we talking?
The generic Valentine's chocolate that you get.
The good shit.
Yeah, that.
Real, actually. Real and see, I like the basic ass fucking Dollar General ass fucking box of chocolates with the fucking fruit creams in there. They got the orange cream in there. Oh,
Right?
so
Like,
good.
I'm sorry. As generic and as cheap as they are, they taste so good.
Yes! Oh! Man, I love when they go on sale directly after Valentine's Day. Oh,
50 cents.
so good.
Look, right? I work at a Dollar General, right? So the moment I could damage some out if I wanted to,
Oh
or
my
buy
god.
some. So like tomorrow, if they're going on discount, get me in.
Man, we used to have a Dollar General around here, but they closed. But I used to like going for the penny deals, like when we would mark everything down to a penny. Well, not
yeah.
everything. Mark certain things down.
Penny.
Shit that they
Like,
can't
how
get
does
rid
Dollar
of, but
General-
like they can't get rid of.
I know that like they will mark it down so cheap that like anyone could buy it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like about Dollar General. Cause like Dollar Tree, they can't even be $1 anymore.
It's more like $1.50 tree.
No, not even that. It's more around the line of the Five Below. 'Cause, like, we used to be able to get cheap ass cords from a Dollar Tree. Now you get expensive ass cords from a Dollar Tree. Like, we might as well
So
go to
true.
freaking Walmart by that point. We could get a much better quality cord.
If they weren't cowards, right? They just need to stop standing behind the everything's $1 nonsense, because like at this point it's false advertising. Just merge with Five Below. Turn your existing Dollar Trees into Five Belows. Like
No, what
people
they-
like
what
Five
they
Below
really
more anyway,
should-
because you at least when you go into a Five Below, you know what to expect.
Right? I mean, then again, you can find Switch at a Five Below, so I don't know what you're talking.
Well.
I'm sorry, like, I'm not talking about the switches you could buy. I'm talking about that display switch.
Oh my god. The Nintendo Witch. The knockoffs.
Yeah, that one.
The knockoff, they got like fucking 50 games in one, but they're all ass, and one of them is like a reskinned Lion King for some reason.
Yes.
Kirby in the chat.
Yeah.
Real?
Hi, Kirby.
Yeah, it got all the freaking
Chrissy.
special demo version. Yeah, it got all the freaking special demo versions of Pokemon.
Pokemon Diamond, but like the one on the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, where it's not actually Pokemon Diamond. It's like a hack of another game called Telefang.
Not only do they have Pokemon Diamond, they've got Pokemon Cubic Zirconia.
Mmm. See, when you put a name like that, it sounds like it would be a good ROM hack.
I'm laughing so much, my face is probably red.
Good. Good.
Oh boy. They probably even got like they probably even got like a bad version of Tetris on there.
Wetris.
Aw,
It's
it's
Tetris.
like all circles.
Tetris.
It's Tetris, and it's just 3 squares instead of 4. And they
Ah.
all
Yes.
fit together because you can't make hanging lines with 3 squares.
Yeah, the Tritris. Tritris.
I love it.
Nah, they don't just got Tetris. They also got what's it called? They also got Super Mario Bros.
Mario's
Oh,
also
Super
known
Mario
better.
Brother. They could only license one of the 2 brothers.
And it's Hulk Hogan.
Nah, who it is depends on the day. Depends on who feels like dealing with you that day.
They have the Game Boy game Digital Monster Adventure, which has
Oh no.
it's all 1 step removed from Digimon. It's all been Greeked 1 step.
It's all almost a Digimon.
And then they also got Wario Land X, which is, if you're wondering, Wario Land but worse.
But like they skip from like Wario Land 4, they just go straight to 10, like Windows did.
They've got
Yeah.
Wario Land Foreclosure.
No!
Right.
I love that.
Wario commits tax evasion. New
And
WarioWare
don't forget release date copies of Pokemon Industrial Ruby and Pokemon Lab Grown Sapphire.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh yeah. And then they also got Pokemon Crystal Clear, but it's not clear. The game is blurry.
Pokemon Crystal Clear is
Only got,
actually
like 10
it's
frames
like
per second.
it's peak though.
No.
Pokemon
Sidebar,
Crystal
it's
Clear,
Pico.
but it's the same differences between Pepsi and Pepsi Clear. And they
Oh my
just took
God.
all of the color out of the game, including the black. So you think you're playing a blank screen, but the game is actually playing, you just can't see any of it.
Oh my god, I gotta go to... I'll be right back.
A
No.
Pokemon
Stream.
game, but like you
I
need
killed the
the,
elevated extra. How dare I?
Pokemon, but like it needs that invisible ink that you can do with the lemon juice. In order to see any of the text, your Switch has to get hot enough. Any more Pokemans in here I can catch
Per
that I
jam.
don't currently have.
For chance?
For Cham.
Per jam. This is gonna hurt.
I think I already have a.
Hey, shoot! Ow.
That sounded like it hurt.
Yep. My rib popped.
Thinking about replacing salad with Clefairy.
Why?
But-
Never
Go
mind.
back into his status for his nature. Oh no, his special ability.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll raises speed in sunshine. Chlorophyll raises speed in sunshine.
You know what?
Hell
You know
yeah.
what we should have nicknamed? You know what we should have nicknamed? Here's what we should have nicknamed the Jober, if we caught him. We should have nicknamed him the Mario Bro,
Think of a Mario Bro.
cause yeah,
Love it.
you know, Diglett is the Mario Bro, and then you got the Mario Bros when it evolves. That is.
Oh my god, so true, so real, yes! Doug Trio, the multiple,
Wait.
multiple brothers.
But wait, why is Bro have 3 people? Who's the third guy?
Is the Wrecking Crew guy.
Oh,
the
no.
Wrecking Crew. Spike.
Oh wait, we also in there 500 games on one. Donkey King. We can't forget Donkey King.
Honky Dong.
But Donkey Dong. What the fuck?
You can't. Ah, yes, the
Nice.
classic Honky Dong and. No, I don't want to say the other one because it sounds wrong.
Just.
I will not.
Honky
No,
Dong?
Okay, I got one.
the smaller one, Diddy Kong.
It's Donkey
Oh
King.
no, I know.
But it's just a donkey with a crown, and it's one of those side-scrolling jumpers, like the offline Firefox game.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
I know what you're talking.
With a jumping dinosaur.
And then we got Kirby, Nightmare, and Fuckland. It's an unreleased game, mind you. Unreleased, but it's a Kirby game.
It's just the reskinned Kirby from Smash Brothers, the gray one.
Alright, that's all it is.
OMG, it's Sooth Bell.
You're fine, Smudgy!
Have fun with the
Sorry. The cat is crying.
Smudgy's so dramatic. Smudgy's always somehow dying, but then you check on her and then she's totally fine.
Every Pokemon NPC.
I feel like I'd be a cool Pokemon NPC.
Let's be real. You wouldn't be a Pokemon NPC, you would be an Elite Four member.
OMG.
With a horde Porygon.
OMG. Well, an Elite Four member is still technically an NPC. Because you're not playing as them.
I mean, yeah, true. Yeah, true, but let me be real. Your team will have good Pokemon, and yes, I will add a Porygon.
Porygon
With
is
the Porygon
mandatory.
in question. Yeah, you're gonna have a Porygon on your team, but that Porygon is gonna have a higher base stat total than normal.
Mega Porygon Z.
Yes.
Right. We need to make that, like... Remember Rom hacking a Pokemon game? I know, but like, that would be cool.
According to my my OC's lore, he does eventually make an artificial Megastone because he's funded
Okay,
by
bet.
Silco.
Well, bet.
Just a little OC lore for those watching at home.
I got OC lore.
Lay it on me.
My trainer, the Mewtwo I had, which mind you I had for 17 years now, that Mewtwo has, the only reason it obeys me and no one else, even if they catch it, is because of the fact that I hate space, I guess, I don't know. I hadn't really thought of lore. Not really that good, but I mean, I can make character lore, mind you. I've done it. I've done it a lot of times, actually, but like, I can't really think of trainer lore that easy.
See, the only reason why I was able to think of my trainer lore is because I roleplay a lot, so I use it.
Makes sense.
And his whole thing is that he works for himself. He's a researcher in the Porygon division. He's the head of that Porygon division. And people think he's loyal to Giovanni. He's not. He's just not loyal to Giovanni. He's only loyal to anyone who would fund his Porygon or who would help him get more Porygon. And Giovanni just happens to fit that bill right now.
Good. Damn.
If someone like overthrew Silco was like, "Hey, you want to come with me? I'll still fund your Porygon." He'd be like, "Yeah, okay, cool." help me move my shit over and I'm good.
Sorry, my child is dramatic.
dramatic child.
She always is! For whatever reason.
She craves your attention.
Cat?
Yes.
Talking about your cat?
Yes, I can find you a picture of my said child, and you can find it in the Aminals chat.
Is it cute? Because I love kittens and cats.
It's very cute.
She is cute. This is her waiting for my mother to come inside today from work. She heard the car door slam and was looking at me like, Dad, Grandma's home! Don't mind the pile of coats on the couch. Our hall tree broke. Their coats are unbroke. Somebody ran into it. Because they're blind. It was me. I was the blind one. And then we have her Easter. Who likes watching TV?
Remember
In
that
my-
according to the canonical Pokemon tabletop game rules, part of resting is grooming.
I'm sorry, what about resting? We're doing what now?
It's important so that you groom your Pokemon while you rest.
Ah,
It's an important part of resting.
give them pets and head scratches and shit.
Pokemon.
Hee-hoo. I like my little friends.
Hoo-hee.
I remember my
Wee!
character for the tabletop game
Ethan!
was named 2 Steps Away as a pun. Because I was playing a spiritualist psychic. So I took the name Canfield, because Canfield is a form of solitaire, and solitaire is the name of the psychic from the James Bond story, which I think is Live and Let Die. Let me look that up. It's the one with Dr. Quinn in it.
Man, I love deep dives with Crispy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was Live and Let Die. Oh, that's right. My unknown Pokemon was going to come out as a different unknown letter every time I chose it for battle, and then it could only do moves that started with that letter.
Hell yeah.
I like that. I love that, actually.
I'm sorry if y'all hear me slurping, I'm eating dinner.
What you eating?
It's smothered chicken over rice with cooked peas and carrots.
Ooh.
There's
Sounds
no
like a pot
sustenance
pie.
shirt.
Like a deconstructed pot pie. Minus the crust.
Yeah, the crust is the worst part of a pot pie for me.
Hmm.
So I really enjoy the rice substitute here.
Consider though. Let's see.
So I take it you really don't like a soggy bottom?
No. I just don't like the flavor of pie crust.
When the gravy smothers the pie crust, and the pie crust gives that gravy taste, that's pretty deep, I think.
Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, you know that, what's it called? Those chocolate we were talking about?
Who do
I
what
just
now?
got some. You know those chocolates we were talking about earlier?
Yes.
I just got some.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Need a man, my friend. My little
Yeah,
man.
need a
My
rat.
picture.
Name him Reggie.
Okay.
Reggie.
Actually, wait, I have said picture on my laptop, never mind.
Fun fact. I do have a Need a King OC named Reggie. That's what I'm naming him after.
I have a friend named Reggie. Who are you talking about?
Reggie. My Reggie is spelled R-E-G-I.
Isn't Ethan's persona Reggie?
Alright.
Yes. Regulus.
That's so cute! Alright, I'm sending something. A lot of y'all are gonna think it's very cute. Alright.
Oh my cat.
Nice.
Thank
Why do
you.
I have reverb?
They usually do.
Cats.
You put the weed in the coconut.
I know I posted somewhere.
Is it a cat picture?
Oh, in the server. It's not a cat picture, it's me holding a hamster. Or as I call her, hamster.
You can put it in Animals channel.
I have cats.
Hamster is animal.
Yep.
I know, I have one of those too, I'll send that. I'll send both, you know what, screw it.
I shared all curtain pictures of all 3 of my cats.
Yes, replace it, motherfucker. Alright. And my kitten.
OMG, kitten. I love cats, but I feel like I could never live with one.
Aww.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mine starts at every morning, 5 a.m. screaming at my door. Thinking I'm dead.
Yeah, I enjoy my peace.
Because she's not allowed in here because she learned how to turn on the lamp.
Although I don't get much peace from big dogs barking at 7 in the morning.
Oh, no.
My sister has dogs. I had one. I'm okay with cats. They're more mice speed than dogs. Anymore.
Alright, I sent both.
Pardon.
Oh, hell yeah.
OMG, hamster.
Hamster.
That is the most hamster-looking hamster I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know that song.
Crispy knows
Yes,
what's
I
up.
am old.
Oh my
As old as
the
you thought
elder
I
gay.
was on stream, I am older.
How old are you? Jeez.
Oh, we finally get to find out.
Between 40 and death. But sweetheart
43.
will always be bosom buddies.
I thought he was in his 20s. I'm sorry.
Crispy is the elder gay of the group.
I was born in 1983. I
Oh,
come from
God.
the time before internet. I come from the times before computers.
Oh, you're as old as my dad was
I'm-
before he
I'm
died.
from the time when the N64 was still popular.
Whoa.
I was born when Pokemon came out.
Whoa.
Which
I
road
My
is it?
sister-
And then
My sister keeps slipping me slivers of gay bacon.
Bacon?
I mean,
You want to see my gay bacon?
I guess.
Is it the
Astro-
airhead strips? Sour strips? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is like the second one she's given me.
You asked if I was boopable, I know that much.
Down
Someone did.
boopable.
Or was that someone else?
That was someone else.
Someone else.
Oh.
I think it was,
Nightshade.
yes.
Oh. Mm.
Lee, are you aware that your webcam is on?
Huh?
Are you aware that your webcam is on, Lee?
Yes.
Are the people in your background aware that your webcam is on?
It's just my sister.
Stop it. This guy
Your
wanted to see
sister in the
a shove it.
background.
Smudger!
Okay. We gotta go back to that, to our spawning town.
I refuse to show myself for personal reasons. AKA, I don't want people hitting on me. That's literally the only reason. That's literally the only reason.
Fair enough.
However, at 5k subs, I will show my face.
Wow.
Wow. Face reveal. Real.
But that's at 5k. Right now, the only person on Discord that knows how I look is Nicole.
Smudgy!
Yes, she has a Discord.
I'm just a fat lesbian, and I don't really care, so.
Fair.
The old man.
Good butt.
Yeah.
Beat him up. Beat him up.
I'm myself. That's all I could say.
Shadow with
This
shadow.
view's beautiful. Oh, isn't it beautiful? The view looks nice too. Like, I feel ashamed about him.
Yes.
Skittle. Yeah,
That's my favorite Pokemon!
Skittle?
Oh, it's gone. Yes.
Maybe I'll catch one.
My
I'll catch one.
recommendation: you play Pokemon Unbound.
I have played a Pokemon Unbound.
Oh. I was gonna do that as a Let's Play pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, not Let's Play, more of a stream series. But yeah, because I stream earlier in the day, I guess that's something to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
Okay, someone said.
It don't work right now, so I'm wherever.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back, I got a whiz.
I'm
Man's
99% sure that I am blacklisted from working in my town because of my old job, but that's just a conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theories, huh?
That theory has merit though.
Diane's a bitch.
Yes, she is.
Wait, who?
My boss's boss, my old manager's boss,
What'd you say her name was?
Diane.
That. That's
It's a bitch name, isn't it?
The thing is, yo, don't. That's my name.
Dead ass?
That's why that's why I'm laughing.
Ah. Well,
I'm not-
that
I'm
particular
not.
Diane's a bitch.
That one is particular.
Well, that one, yeah. I'm not. I try to be chill.
You're vibing. We're vibing.
Yeah, all of us are.
You know what? Until now, I have never met anyone named Diane, like personally.
Oh.
My uncle's wife is named Diane. She's a nurse, that's all I know. I don't really talk to them.
To be fair, I don't.
Last time we
I'm
tried
pretty
talking
sure
to me,
she's
I
nicer than your boss.
Eh,
I'm being called
Nah.
away. See y'all later.
Have fun.
Alright,
Don't die.
adios.
maybe. I don't know. My uncle's an asshole.
I will say this. So, most women who act like rich snobs and bitches, we would normally call them Karens. Even if they're not named Karen. That's their new name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why did you
Yeah,
call
that
her
way.
Diane? Why don't you just call her Karen? It's that easy. I mean, I'm talking about the one with K, because the ones with a C in their name, they tend to be the sweetest for some reason.
Yeah, because
Yes.
Karen be Karen, you know.
Yeah.
Right? But then they have the ones with the K, which like to kill the mood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, my grandmother's named Karen.
I have my great grandmother's. My grandmother's name is Sarah.
Wow.
Shout out to her for raising me.
Hell yeah.
I probably couldn't deal with the crap she deals with. Was that Victory Road you just found?
No, that was a hidden Raku with Clefairy in it. Well, it had a Clefairy in it, but I caught it earlier.
Smudgy!
The hidden grotto with the evolution sound.
Yeah, that's the ROM hack.
Okay, me back.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, dudes.
Ethan
I'm
would
Shadow.
explode if you were
Nice
here.
to meet you. How may I help you? You want Rock Smash?
I don't have rock smash.
I like rock.
I am going back here. Talking to the
Rocks.
scientist nerd who's like, I want to see a Shuppet. I would explode if I saw a Shuppet, so I want to show him a Shuppet, so I'll explode.
Look, you want to know a Pokemon that is downright bad? Well, I wouldn't say bad, but questionable. Okay, so you know how bad Shuckle is?
Yeah.
Like in terms of attack?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it is the hardest Pokemon to defeat.
I mean, if that Shuckle has
Like,
Shell
it's-
Smash, she's pretty solid.
Shuckle is... No, the reason why he's harder isn't because his attack stat isn't because of attack stat, because his attack stat is just low. No, it's because of his defense and special defense. It is so high that it's
Yeah.
it's basically a tank.
Ice Beam.
But you want to know the most invincible Pokemon? Terra Electric Shedinja with an air balloon and safety goggles, and the ability shield, and like it just.
I've seen that picture before. I know what you're talking about. I've seen that pic. No, no. Thank God, Pokemon can only hold one item at a time. Get out of here, Pokerogue.
Right.
I don't count you. We're not talking about you, Pokerogue.
Look, if you thought Terra Electric with air balloon was bad, reason thing that still has a weakness. Just send out a Pokemon Breaker. You know?
Yeah.
Because if you send a Pokemon out with Mold Breaker, it doesn't give a fuck about the ability. It will still kill them. So, all you really need to do is just send out a frickin' Reshiram. It's dead. Like, I'm sorry, but I know the reason why they got rid that they didn't put Shedinja in Scarlet and Violet. Because the only way you'd be able to defeat it is either through a sandstorm, if it does a stupid move, or if it just downright or if you send out a Pokemon with Mold Breaker. Because give it the electric Terra type and make it hold an air balloon, and it's basically equal to everything otherwise. I still wish they kept Frostbite though, because that was actually a better replacement for Freeze.
You're so right for that. However, it would never not be funny as fuck to watch my opponent get frozen by a Tri-Attack.
Oh my god. I don't know. The only reason why I prefer Frostbite is because that's like in the entire series. They could have kept that in. Why they chose to just replace it with Freeze, I have no. That's beyond. But at least they didn't down. But at least they replaced the hail thing, because hail really was a pain in the ass.
They could have kept Frostbite, and they could have gave it the same treatment as they do Poison versus Badly Poison. You could do Frostbite and then Frozen. That would be pretty cool, I think. Where's the nerd who wanted to see
We're also talking about the same people who made, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true, but we're also talking about the same people who made Let's Go, so...
Look, Let's Go is very cute. It's very cute.
Okay, scratch out Let's Go. Sword and Shield, there.
See, I always have a reason to like any of the games, so...
Fair.
Where is that guy?
Sword and Shield was just... There was that game. Legends Arceus is actually pretty good, in my opinion.
I got mad at it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's rage-inducing, though. Honestly, I like that it was trying to be different, but honestly, the thing I hated about it is the fact that I wanted that to just be a one-time thing. Them making Legends ZA is just... It's defeating the purpose of something like that. I mean, sure. Legends Arceus was fun, but like, I do not want another game about just catching Pokemon just to complete a Pokedex.
We don't even know if that's what
Like-
the game is going to be about. It could be a
Yeah, we
different
don't,
legend.
but seems how Legends Arceus was mainly focused around that. To get the box legendary though, mind you, cause like, you can't get Arceus unless you get all 200 something Pokemon in that dex, and that will take you freaking months
To be
sometimes.
fair, Arceus is God, and they're not just going to hand you God, dude. Like,
I get that, but like, you can't. But like, after you complete the Pokedex, what else is there to do?
that's the
It's not
that's the
Sword
game.
and Shield where you have max. No. It's not Sword and Shield where you No, that's the thing though. Most of the Pokemon
You have all
can't
those
even
side
catch
missions you can do.
The side missions, dude.
I enjoyed them.
That's a thing. The side mission. Actually, now that I think of it, Scarlet and Violet, they have side missions, but why aren't they tracked?
The entire
Does
the
anyone ever-
post game was Bolo, I think.
I know Scarlet and Violet was the first true open world thing, but like, while they had side quests, why didn't they have a tracker for them? Like, that's one of the few things that I just
You
think
took
about.
one step back. I agree.
Like, Scarlet and Violet was a good attempt for the open world. I'll admit that, but I just like it's a good game. But to say it was finished, I would disagree.
No, it was not. See, what I can give Scarlet and Violet is that at least the glitches were funny. Rather than annoying. Well, some of the glitches could be annoying, but like, for the most part, they were funny.
Yeah, I'll get that. And then most of the funny patch, sadly.
Yeah.
I mean, now the Union Circle isn't break your neck day, but still, that was a bit sad.
Why am I breaking my neck again?
Right. But that's kind of what I liked about Scarlet and Violet. Like, they just sure I shouldn't like it for that, but like when I saw some of the bugs in there, I'm like, my god, this is hilarious. I need to get the game. I loved it. I wasn't disappointed with the story, but I got it a bit too late because by the time I got the game, I couldn't perform those crazy things that I could have performed.
A lot of people
So, yeah.
hated Ed Sheeran being the credits theme, but I disagree because Celestial is a good song. I really like Celestial.
Honestly, I like that they did that because like, look at every other Pokemon game beforehand.
I'm back.
And the fact that they got Toby Fox on the soundtrack.
Welcome back.
back.
So true. So true. And you can really hear Toby Fox's influences throughout the soundtrack.
I'm sorry. If there's one thing Scarlet and Violet did, it is the soundtrack. That was the first time since Gen 5 I've actually appreciated a soundtrack.
See, Ethan will tell you, I sat here for hours listening to the Academy Ace theme.
Yeah,
Academy Ace tournament theme.
yeah.
Look,
I can attest to that too.
as much as I like Gen 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 soundtrack, they were all pretty similar with each other. Well, not Gen 5. Gen 5 was stuck with a sound font, but like Gen 6, 7, and 8, the music just sounded very similar for some reason.
We have some bangers, but
Yeah, but
I
there
can't
was never,
exactly
like,
point to a city and go, oh my god, I want to listen to this soundtrack. Well, for X and Y, I did listen to the Cool Marine City theme a lot, but beyond that, there's not really much.
Right? It's like, and then Sun and Moon, they have some bangers, but they also have some
Have
terrible
you
tracks.
Black and White has some of the best music in existence.
I
talking
said
Fast Gen
black
5.
and white already. I said black and white already. They're good. The only downside with their soundtrack was the fact that it was all tied to a sound font that sound heavily bit crushed.
Okay, well, that still sounds like good music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was good.
for DS
Also,
music,
if
it
you're
sounds great
wondering,
coming through the
I could-
speakers.
If y'all look
for a
at
DS,
you
I'll be
can see my
honest, for a
DJ.
DS game, it was awesome. But like after that, it's like they didn't really go all out with the soundtrack for like a while.
Where's this
Come
fucker?
Legends Arc, come Scarlet and Violet. Once again, I hear a soundtrack that's not a hit or miss, it's a freaking hit. Like, I don't think I could find one person who would say that that soundtrack was bad.
What game?
Scarlet and Violet.
I liked it.
Where is this? I'm trying to find this bitch who wants to see the Shuppet. Who was like, oh yeah, I would pay to see a Shuppet. Okay, bitch, where are you? Pay up!
Hold on. Trying to remember.
Personally, the only thing I would complain about Gen 9 in general, the
He is
fact
upstairs.
that it lags. That's really it. I mean, I could also make an argument that it just felt unfinished because of the lack of.
I think somewhere with the set of stairs, you could go upstairs.
It was still a pretty good first temper, if I may say.
What's 60 plus 70?
60 plus
130.
70 is 130.
130.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Got a prize! Hell yeah, I
was
got
hoping
no
all
rod.
three of us would say you're welcome.
Here's the Shuppet. Hell yeah! Thank you. Thank you to you
Shuppet
two fucks,
really
man.
reminds me of Mark Shadow and Hoop.
What about Marshadow and Hoopa?
I don't know why. Shuppet reminds me of Marshadow and Hoopa.
Marshadow, amorphous blob. Like Shuppet.
Why can't Marshadow be related to Shuppet? Like how Carbink was related to frickin' Diancie.
Because they're allergic to money.
No, they're allergic to making. There's a difference.
I wonder.
'Cause
I'll
remember
take a
Scott-
Skittle. Hold on. I'll take lead.
Because
Just Skittle.
remember, Sword and Shield's lore was the president is trying to solve a crisis. The end.
Trying to solve an energy crisis that won't be a problem for like 100 years.
God, you named a Skittle after me.
I did.
I just
You're
find
so
it
sweet.
I just find it so hilarious that that Sword and Shield has probably the most underbaked story
Wait,
of
we
the
hear
entire
real?
franchise. Like, sure, X and Y was also pretty incomplete with their story, but like, I could find some things I like about that game still. Sword and Shield was just the one instance where I'm like, could this game get any more boring?
See, X and Y gave us one of the best reaction gifts though. Of the AC going, it's been 3,000 years.
Right? Well, I find hilarious, but still, like, as much as I want to like Sword and Shield, I don't, because I just feel like it was overhyped. And it was clearly not worth the amount that they sold it for, because, it's missing a lot. Like, sure, sure, Scarlet and Violet was incomplete, but, like, it's still kind of it is at least worth the $60 you're paying.
I
But,
don't think I would
I
have
can't-
any room to criticize Sword and Shield considering that I got the dual pack and I sat up all night for multiple nights playing it.
Damn.
What
I had
game?
Shield.
Or Jill.
I mean, it
Yeah, I
was
played too.
it
That
was
one.
okay at best, if I would say. Like the main story was non-existent, so like I can't really say it has a. And I kind of found the Dynamax raids pretty boring after a while.
But Big Mewtwo!
No, I'm not talking about DLC. I'm talking about base game.
Ah, okay.
The DLC had its own issue. I really didn't care for the DLC, but I will admit, Dynamax Adventures was fun.
Really enjoyed I did like Isle of Honor because I got to climb the tower with Tapu. That was very cute. And me liking Sword and Shield went up as soon as they said, you know what, you can have Porygon. And I'm like, yeah! Let's go!
I'll be honest. As much Sword and Shield, the only thing I really liked about it was the Isle of Honor Dynamax Adventures. Other than that, it was my game. It just it didn't feel as much as an RPG as it did a walk and catch simulator.
That's because they cut half the Pokemon.
No, not only cut half the Pokemon, they cut half the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure if Gallo had a story about the energy crisis, sure, that's good on paper, but that's all you added on the game. You didn't add anything else to the story other than a few cutscenes that are meaningless.
See, they not only cut half the Pokemon, they then sold them back to us. Well, they sold 3/4 of them back to us.
No, what I find hilarious is, excluding Legends Arceus, Sword and Shield technically had the least amount of Pokemon trainers in the entire game. Having only 52 in the base game and an extra like 20-something in the DLCs.
I don't know, think about it. I can't exactly remember many trainer fights. Wild trainer fights,
Alright. Like, Scarlet and Violet, as open and arguably empty on the road as it was, they still had enough trainers to keep you going. Like, there was like 200-something trainers in there. Now, whether the battles worked correctly or not is debatable, but, you get my point.
I felt like Scarlet and Violet is very, it's a huge step forward in terms of the open world direction, but it still needs some work, because, I was very disappointed when I realized that most of the buildings that was there you couldn't go into. Or the ones that you could go into, it just led you into a screen for the shop instead of an actual shop.
I feel like the reason why you couldn't go into most building in the game to begin with was more so because of the fact that there's already so much loaded in. You're adding more maps would just probably crash the game. Because you gotta keep in mind the Switch is a piece of shit hardware.
They're also inefficient at compiling, because why is it that you can fit more into like Zelda games? Because like they have decked out interiors. You can go in damn near every building, multiple dungeons. Tears of the Kingdom did it 3 times.
You wanna know why?
What's
You
up?
wanna know why? It's because Game Freak is the developer, it's not Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. They're shit at compiling. They're not efficient.
If Nintendo. Also, Game Freak just has a deadline for every Pokemon game because of the Pokemon World tournaments they hold. But like, here's what I think they should have done for Scarlet and Violet. If they knew the game was like gonna be laggy if they knew the game was gonna be buggy, they should have delayed the release. Did the 2 tournaments that they should have done with Shield, because they had to skip 2 years of tournaments. And then release Scarlet and Violet this year. That's the easiest way to fix the games.
Also, I think it's stupid and dumb that they give themselves the deadlines for the franchise ? Because as far as I know, the Pokemon companies are generally joint ventures. As far as I know, they can take as long as they want to. They just choose to rush it. Like they're the biggest franchise in the world. They can take as long as they want to, but they just want to keep producing more money. Like if you just simply put the time to making a better game, Like, you're still making a shit ton of money from not only the anime, you got manga, you got toys, you got all that shit. You don't gotta worry about none of that. Just cook
Correct.
on the games. You can cook for a while and people will love it.
A lot of people judge me for Gen 9 being one of my favorite generations. Here's the as much as I want to say I dislike it, I can't. I actually enjoyed the game.
It was fun.
But like, I'm not gonna go say it's a complete experience, because if I'd be lying if I said that was complete. But I enjoyed it for both the story and the gameplay, and the fact that you could freaking play with friends finally after like 20-something years. Like, yeah, you could battle and catch Pokemon. I mean, you could battle and trade with friends back then, but the Union Circle was probably the coolest thing they've done.
Agreed. Big agreed.
Why didn't... Yeah, so like, if you're gonna say bad, I'd say flawed, but not bad.
They were fun games.
They were.
I just wish we
mean
got more
that
DLCs. Give us more DLCs. I'll pay for it. Shit.
I'll be honest. Scarlet and Violet actually completed their DLC on like Sword. Scarlet and Violet had a story-going DLC with a freaking epilogue. Whereas Sword and Shield was like, oh, here's this and here's that. They don't have interlocking stories, so good luck trying to find where they place in the lore.
Can't really say much about that since I haven't finished the Crown Tundra. So I can't really speak much on it.
I'll tell you right now, what you remember, you have to forget that, because Crown Tundra, its own thing. It contradicts everything. Like, they didn't even, they're like, alright, we didn't try with this game, so we might as well just not try with DLC either. That's their logic, I guess. I mean, it's not bad, but like, if you try to connect them together, it's just, it doesn't connect with the main game or the DLC, or the previous DLC. It's like, what are we doing here? At least with Scarlet and Violet, it's like, the DLC, though it doesn't seem like it would connect with each other, they made it connect with everything with the epilogue. And it was an ongoing thing too. So, like, I appreciated that. I don't know, I guess I just feel like if an RPG doesn't have a it's automatically ass. I say that, and yet I say that, and yet somehow I enjoy X and Y.
For one, I want more stupid games. Like, what I mean by that is, while it's fun to sometimes have like stakes in video games, I feel like people shouldn't be afraid to just be wacky. Like what they did with Saints Row. Saints Row, a lot of people give it valid criticisms, but it was very, very fun. Because it didn't take itself too seriously.
I'll be honest, Saints Row is a Comedy Central version of... I love that game.
Give me more stupid games!
Undertale's another game that's like, it just you can't take it seriously.
And it's a very good game.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, there are good games that just run like shit. Look at Gen 9 Pokemon, but like, I'm not gonna go downright say every game that runs bad is good, because there are games that run good that are good. But then there are games that run good that are just depends and if they want to cook with the story or not, I guess.
An example of a game that ran decently well, but it was just straight up awful, was Duke Nukem Forever. I couldn't get through it. I just thought it was stupid, and not in a fun way.
Oh gosh. Don't remind me of that game. Another game that I would put in that same category, hate to say it, it is. So one time I was playing, like, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this.
What's up?
You know the game Charlie Murder for the Xbox 360?
It sounds familiar, but I haven't played it myself.
A lot of people like the game because it's cartoon and just can't take seriously since it's a human. I played it, it seemed like your generic fighting zombie simulator. That's how I'll describe it. It's fun with other people, but like when you're by yourself, it's boring as heck.
Are you aware of the Burger King tie-in games for the Xbox 360?
Oh my god, don't remind me of those.
Because those were like those may have been like shitty, right? But those just came as bonuses with your meal, and as a toy, it's fun as fuck. Sneaking around as this big ass Burger King man.
Oh my god. You wanna know that I would like the Zelda CDI games.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Excuse me, princess.
As bad as they are, they are the most memeable things in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, if it weren't for that to release, we wouldn't have random shit posts.
Yeah, it made the internet a funnier place.
Right?
Oh.
We're gonna have Wraith for a moment.
Real.
That's it? That's it for the Mystic Badge?
No, I battled him, but I battled him and everything, but he didn't give it to me. He had me do this whole fucking thing, and he finally gave me the badge.
I'm about to say, I thought that was the second badge and you got the first badge already.
I was doing an attached quest related to the first badge. What? Who wants to cut a bitch? OMG, treasure. I'll give you a knife. I'll give you a switchblade. There you go.
Nah, I can imagine Baneri with Switchblade just having.
That will be
Okay,
peak.
who do you want me to cut?
That will be peak, I fear.
Fun fact,
Next one.
though in the newer games you're said to have bag space, that's technically not true.
What about
You wanna
backspace?
know what this? You know how in the newer games you're they technically say you have unlimited bag space?
Yeah, I mean,
That's technically not true. You wanna know why?
because you can.
Just get 999 of every single fucking item in the game.
Yeah, I know that firsthand. I have it saved with everything like that. And like, you can pick up stuff. If the dialogue box won't pop up, it'll just make the noise.
Oh yeah, I had that happen to me several times in Scarlet and Violet. I'm like, is the game bugged? I realized later on. Oh wait, those must be Ultra Balls.
Overflow, baby.
I don't know why, but I have a habit of overstocking, especially in the gen, or they're like 800 Pokédolls instead of 1200.
It's good
So
to
I always have
it
like the
more
maximum.
Good.
Yeah, it's like I like that they actually just made it less than they used to, cause like in the older game, I know that they're trying to make it seem like inflation has risen in the Pokemon games too, to basically even up with modern economy. But like, if the economy is so fucked that Ultra Balls are 800 Pokédollars now, count me in.
It's like $8. I mean, the economy must be doing alright to make everything cheaper for the consumer.
And they didn't even actually. Now that I think of it, how much
Like-
do you think a Master Ball?
See, by like Scarlet and Violet, in terms of like timeline, they already have production of Master Balls down pat from back when they were already back in Gen 1. So like, I'm pretty sure they're making tons of money from Master Ball sales, and that's boosting the economy. And therefore, you get cheaper Ultra Balls and Great Balls and Pokeballs, because people can be like, okay, I can just buy this Forever Ball.
I feel like in terms of Master Balls in the Pokemon game, by the time Scarlet and Violet arose, if you even want to consider them in the same timeline as the other game, by the time that exists, I feel like they already have like at least a couple 100,000 Master Balls, which in retrospect isn't really that much, but which is probably why they still don't sell them. But then you got these hackers that just trade you Master Balls for no reason.
I feel called out.
You can't say no to a Master Ball.
I mean,
sure,
I do that. I give away Master Balls. I'm like, it's whatever. But like,
what's hilarious is it's my Scarlet save file. Whenever I do Wonder Trades, whenever I get a hacked Pokemon, I steal the Master Ball, then I just release the hacked Pokemon because I don't want to be caught with it.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know they can't affect your save file per se, but like, just in case, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I recommend you do if you get like one of those Pokemon with a fucking URL in its name, because once you have that URL in its name, you're not going to be able to compete in anything official with that shit. Like, at least like okay.
Right? That's why
when I do it, I just pull from like a legitimate spawn. Like for example, a Weedle spawn. So if I want like a hacked Weedle, I will catch a Weedle and just modify its stats.
Here's what I do.
Hey.
So what I normally do is whenever I Wonder Trade, or I mean Surprise Trade, if I get a Pokemon from like a hacked name or just a hacked Pokemon traded to me or some crap, I will take whatever item it has if it has one, and then I will just release it because I know that they can't physically affect your game, but I'm doing it just in case because I know that you can't really transfer them through home. And even if you could, it's illegal to have them. Yeah, I mean, you say that, but then I'm thinking, my shield file, I have a freaking hacked Slacking. I transfer it to Scarlet and Violet, I'm like, this thing is not hacked. Because I know this because I was able to transfer it, unlike the other like 20 Pokemon in that save file.
A lot of the hacked Pokemon circulation are made poorly.
On my Scarlet and Violet, I don't have any hacked Pokemon. All the Pokemon I have on there are either transferred, or I caught, or a trader or some crap. And if it's a traded hack Pokemon, I'll just take the item and say thank you very much.
Hey, you got a free Master Ball.
Right?
Murkrow.
Now I think of it. Alright.
Nice. This is a TM. Ooh, hidden power.
The TM for hidden power. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I forgot. That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't care that hidden power is taken away. No one used that move other than However, I was pretty pissed off Return didn't.
Oh, Return was so good! What do you mean? It's gone?
It's not in Scarlet and Violet. It is. In Gen 9, it's gone. I mean, I get it. It's probably not to make a normal type OP and all, but like,
Do they still
you
have
had it for
frustration?
8 generations. No, they got rid of that too. I mean, I get it. You don't want your you don't want people to use a broken move in battle, but like, how broken was Return?
People didn't really use
Like,
Return
yeah, it
in
was very
competitive play in
powerful for
general.
even a no. Right? So why remove it? Just ban it from tournaments if you really were that worried about it.
Like, Return was so good because of like having it on my Porygon, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm kicking your ass with the power of love. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, and fun fact, you know why Dark Void is so inaccurate? They nerfed it because idiots use Smeargle to get Dark Void.
Nah, that's valid as fuck though.
The thing is, it used to have 100 base power. Now it has 40 because of people.
Well, yeah.
So now Dark.
I mean,
so
it
now
got
Darkrai-
nerfed and it sucks. But
The thing is, it's Darkrai's signature move. It should be the only one to have it. If you're mimicking it, you basically just defeated the purpose of a signature move.
okay, then
So,
that seems to be an issue on
that just
Smeargle's
shows-
part.
That's the thing. Because of Smeargle, Darkrai's signature move that was so broken is now fucking weak. Because it doesn't miss. I mean, because it misses. Yeah.
That was poor judgment on their part. That can't be blamed on people sketching Dark Void or whatever move. It can be blamed on the bad decision that they made instead of changing how his whole sketch worked, or making it so, hey, Smeargle can't sketch this busted move. They'll be like, okay, let's just nerf this move instead. That's stupid. That is really fucking stupid.
Alright. You know, by that point, they should have just gotten rid of Smeargle's signature move, you know?
Like, they could have just had it with the same purpose as, like, Mimic or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I get that sketching is its gimmick, but, like, if you're going to nerf an entire move based off of this niche Pokemon's gimmick, then that's just bad design, in my opinion. Or just go, fuck it, we ball, and we'll live with it, because that's what happens. That can be an upside for Smeargle's gimmick. Smeargle not being able to do anything else except copy the busted moves.
Right?
Because what was really the harm, really? You just... them making that decision is basically disincentivizing people from playing the game how they want to play it. From deploying a niche Pokemon into a situation that they deem fit to deploy it in.
No, but that's not where the issue was. It wasn't that Smeargle was copying Dark Void and using it. It was more so due to the fact that Smeargle's not banned in tournaments. So it being able to use Dark Void was cheating, technically. That's what it was. They were using it in tournaments. It had nothing to do with Smeargle actually copying the move.
And why can't Smeargle use it in tournaments? Why shouldn't he be able to?
It's a banned move, that's why. And that's where I'm like, if it's a banned move, why the hell is Smeargle able to use it? Well, somehow Gen 4's system is bugged. I don't know, Gen 4 is Gen 4. Like, you got the good games like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then you got Diamond, which aren't really as good. So I don't know. It's Gen 4. You know?
I still got a bone to pick with that decision making.
I agree.
Amen. Amen.
And again, they're not also known for great decision making, considering that they banned Pokemon like Frostlass from competitive play because it has ass in its name. Like, bro, you did it to yourself. What do you mean?
I mean, if you think that's bad, remember Chatot exists.
Yeah. Basically, the louder you are, the more attack the more power the thing does.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. I'm sorry. Chatot was actually banned from tournaments, and it's not because of its being a Pokemon. It's because, you know what people did?
They would scream racial slurs into the microphone.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all it took.
Yep. And I feel like an easy remedy is to simply mute Chatot in competitive play. Like if you're gonna fucking have a toggle, like the Pokemon Company, they can have a toggle to mute Chatot's chatter.
Right? Like, you don't have to hear them drop the F-bomb.
Yeah.
You could just be like, shut up.
Like they came together to make those event cartridges. Y'all can come together and release a patch or something, or do something in development, or like make a development environment for like tournaments and shit.
That's the thing. Wii games and Nintendo DS games, you cannot update them. They have that's why they released multiple versions of one game, with the later versions of that game being released being patched versions.
Couldn't they deploy updates the same way they deploy events, like by people going to like the Toys R Us or like GameStop or whatever?
I mean, potentially they could, but there's someone over there to do that. At the time, I mean, nowadays I'd see why if that was the only. Back then, you were a kid going on GameStop playing games blindly. You go to Toys R Us or freaking GameStop or even freaking, or just to get a distribution. You didn't go there to update your game. Like, and updates because of the Wi-Fi connection being new, that would take hours or even days.
Yeah. Well,
so, like,
no,
standing in
like
a Toys
if they
R Us parking lot for like, you would be standing. So basically, if you were doing those distribution things, the update itself, if you're gonna distribute it, that update will be like a freaking 2-hour-long patch file, and it's gonna be in the store for 2 hours. Unless you're like binge shopping.
Disagree, because the file sizes were relatively small.
I know, but that's for event Pokemon. And I know that the Pokemon games file size were all only, except for Black and White 2, which were like 200 something megabytes.
I don't think it would be like a Herculean task if they did that, right. And I know the issue is who would do that. Easy. Incentivize people to do that. Oh, you get the super cool Pokemon, include that as a distribution. You get the super cool Pokemon for a limited time if you update your game at these locations.
Right. Alright, I mean, that could work, but like, I'm just saying, it's not the file size that's gonna ruin it, because I know because I'm sure if they were able to update it, the updates would be like very, very small. But the Wi-Fi was just so bad back then that it's like we couldn't just update something unless you're like willing to wait 400 hours for the thing to run to update. I'm saying that exaggerating.
With NFC, you wouldn't have to wait that long though.
It would take with the NFC, dude. The NFC is treated like a Wi-Fi connection. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that. That was it. Now, on the DSi, you could update that, but like, you can't update games. I kind of find it unfortunate, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the Xbox and PS3 had a similar problem. The Xbox and PS3 had a similar problem to the Wii and DS, where they couldn't just update stuff.
Okay.
It's just no.
For the PS3,
no, on
yeah,
Xbox 360. I think that was the only console then. I know the Xbox 360 you couldn't update. You could download games digitally, but not update them.
I've been asked
The
to
Wii, they had
I remember being asked to update games multiple times on my Xbox 360.
I don't know. I never had that. 8-ish, so that could also be a fact.
Also, notably with like newer releases for
actually,
like
now that I think of it, I know a lot of Wii games also had like patch channels updates. So that's like, I think it's just portables, because keep in mind, the DS and PSP, though they could connect to the internet, they were only so limited to what you could do on the internet. Meanwhile, the 3DS, PS Vita, and those you could connect to the internet. Heck, even the Switch you could, but I would say NSO is probably worse than the other methods. I don't know. I say that, and yet I could also back to the game, and it won't just disconnect me like the 3DS would. So. In the end of the day, the DS was a DS, and because of that, Diamond and Pearl couldn't get proper patches, so they had to release Platinum for that reason. Which honestly, I'd argue is probably the better version of the game.
I mean, it is the best version.
Oh my
of the
god!
Game. It's usually the third version was always the definitive edition, typically.
And then they had a dual sub third version.
Come again?
I mean, I will say this: if Scarlet and Violet had a release like a third version, I do not know what they would call it, because there's really not a third color in the opposition of Scarlet and Violet.
Indigo.
Indigo is actually that's a color. Could be blue or purple.
Yep, and it'll mesh to Bar Academy.
I mean, Indigo would probably be more. Yeah, you could say that. I think what they did is just adding DLC was a better idea for Scarlet. Even then, I feel like they could have dodged a whole bullet if they just waited to release it.
Either Indigo or Chartreuse.
Right. Yeah, like I said, as far as those games, as much as I like them, they have their own issues that I'd rather not talk about.
Real, understandable. I haven't picked up anything.
But yeah. I guess I just like the games because it was the Gen game. Oh yeah, fun fact about me. I don't really care that much for Gen 7. Like, sure, it was good, but it wasn't a favorite. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, I liked it, but I also didn't.
I didn't really care for how handhold it was.
The reason I didn't like it, I'll tell you this right now. It's not because they were a bad game, they were far from it. But here's the things that really irk my nerves. One, your handheld the entire first island and part of the second island. And two, why do you have to make cutscenes that are like 3 fucking hours long that are unskippable?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. As much as Gen 7 was pretty good with its story, you shouldn't be having a game with like hours of the cutscenes. And
Imagine if they needed a
at least not
cutscenes to
without a
load the next
skip button.
area.
I mean, by the time they added a bit too late, because last time I checked, Gen 8 and Gen 9 didn't have excruciatingly cutscenes. I mean, Gen 9 kind of had some cutscenes, but like, they weren't Gen 7 cutscene.
And there is
You
an
weren't
option.
waiting like...
There is an option to skip movies, quote unquote, in the options menu.
I
Gen
know, but that was present since Gen 8.
Yeah, I was
By
saying.
then, that...
Yeah,
I know, and then I know in Gen 8 and 9 they had a bit late. The cutscenes in like both Gen 8 and 9 aren't like aren't so long that you want to pull your hair out. They're just like about as long as they should be, like 3-4 minutes each. I mean, I will argue though, Scarlet and Violet seem to have more cutscenes than not, but they also had a lot of things you could do, so and by things, a lot of things you could do, I'm both meaning you can perform glitches and play the game. Take your pick.
Basically gave you three. They basically gave you 3 story modes.
Yeah, they gave you 3 story modes. And they gave you a hidden break the game as fast as you can.
While the game did have its glitches, I was a real fan of the fact that I had 3 story modes and I could take them in any order I pleased, and I wasn't
like that
exactly.
too, actually.
I wasn't exactly. It didn't feel like an on rails experience like Sword and Shield felt.
I'll be honest, Sword and Shield, as much as I hate it, I will say this. The games didn't mess with their Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet, what they didn't... I will say this, and I am saying this because I actually like the games. If they had a year or 2 more in the works, I kid you not, they would be possibly better than Black and White.
See, I agree with you. If they would have cooked, I felt like if they would have cooked, Teal Mask and Indigo Disc would have just been baked in already, and we could definitely have like a 3rd and or 4th DLC, since it would technically not even be a DLC at that point. It would basically just be new DLC, more content. I feel like if they were not cowards, right? They would have locked in on that. If they didn't get lazy and complicit by the fact that they are the largest franchise in the world, they would have locked in like Bandai Namco does, or like how Genius Sonority does when they're ever handed a Pokemon game, or how literally anyone else does with a franchise that they love. It would have been pretty solid.
Yeah. I know people who are like, I wanted to love that game or say the game is. It's just, but I will say this: it is very underbaked. It needed more time in the oven.
So true, so true, so true. A cinnamon bun early is still a good cinnamon bun, but a cinnamon bun at the right time is the perfect cinnamon
Museum clerk. Look at museum clerk, but he's dressed up as a Team Plasma grunt.
bun. Yeah, he's a mole. he's working on the inside. It's an inside job.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything. I don't know. But yeah, like, as far as I'm concerned, I love Scarlet and Violet. Easily one of my favorites, but it just needed that more time, because I just feel like that was like your closest, because hear me out, without the bugs and glitches, you already got what could be a very good game. And I saw that. I don't know about other people, but I saw that. That's why I like it so much. Because unlike what they've been doing for like Gen 6, 7, and Gen 9, they actually try to put some effort, which I appreciate.
Yes, I feel like as a result of the game being underdone, even though it is a great game, a result of that is the features that they did implement, they were also underdone, such as a synchro machine. You have to do that in this very specific area, in this very specific way, and these Pokemon cannot interact in ways beyond these generic archetypes.
I think that was I don't think that was much of a underdone thing as it was I mean, it's hard to explain, but I feel like they did that intentionally. Sure, it sucked, but the reason why I think it was done intentionally is so because of, if you think of it for a few minutes, the terrarium is where the DLC takes place, and that's where that item is. Sure, it does. Sure, that logic doesn't make sense, but at the same time, in development, it's easier to just program it into one place than it is to do it in multiple places.
The thing is though, the thing I don't quite understand though is they already have the things for moving the Pokemon. The synchro machine basically lets you control the Pokemon like as if you were in a 5-1 Pokemon situation, except that you're the Pokemon. So I don't see why you can't just do that, but also in Paldea.
I mean, that is a good point. I will say this. That, in terms of its core mechanics, that and the fact that you could do a half-ass Legend Arceus type shit in that game, they seemed a bit underbaked, cause like I'm pretty sure if you gave it more time, they could probably do more than just sneak attack a Pokemon. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying. I'm not gonna defend the games. I'm not gonna defend like Legends Arceus as much, because like there wasn't really much wrong with it. But I will say this: there are things wrong with it. Wanna know what one of them is?
Yeah?
Snorlax can spawn in a tree.
You're kidding! No way!
It could.
Oh my god.
The game is
People don't know that.
People praise Legends Arceus so much, but it sometimes has frame drop.
I mean,
It was showing.
It was really constraining the limits of the Switch. which is why I'm also
It
kind
was.
of hoping that it'll run better on the Switch too.
Yeah. Like, Legends Arceus and Scarlet Violet both were just pushing Switch. They were both just pushing the Switch. And while that could be a good thing, it caused both games to just run like garbage.
Yeah, I mean, even Mario Kart 8 sometimes runs rough on the Switch. And that's like, it's game.
I mean, right? What I hope is that the Switch 2 isn't like the 3DS where it just plays Switch games and have a difference in hardware. Because the 3DS, as good of a console as it was, playing DS games, God, they just run the exact same as they would in regular hardware, and I just didn't like that.
Yeah, it felt emulated.
It did. Instead of running it better, it just runs worse.
It's like they gave it the same constraints that the DS had. Like they weren't taking advantage of the additional power. Like I feel like they could have done it in a similar way to the people who made Crysis did. Like they have ultra settings for Crysis, and a lot of people made that into a meme of, oh hey, that my computer can't run Crysis. But it wasn't meant to run Crysis at the time. It was meant to be future-proofed. And the funny thing is, they know what future-proofing is because they've tried to do it with creatures making all their models for to bring all their Pokemon up to like newer gens and shit. But they decided to like not really use most of them for Dexit.
I'll say this. I think the main issue with Legends Arceus and Scarvive, which is what Scarlet and Violet is, as what I call it. The main issues with them is the fact that they tried to take the Switch to its limits.
Yeah.
Because look what it ended up doing. It made both of them run like they were just... They made both of them run on life support. And it's not because the Switch is bad, it's because... By the time most of us got Scarlet and Violet, our Switches could barely run them. Now, let's say it was released earlier, I'm pretty sure it would just be a 3D models, but like... Okay, jokes aside, if it was like released back in 2019, let's say, it might run a lot better. Now, I would not say it wouldn't be as buggy, but I would say it would still run better than it did. Because by then, the Switch is only like, the hardware isn't that old yet. You know?
Yeah. I feel like the Switch was like made for the year of its release, and that was it in terms of like reliably running its games.
Yeah. Like I think it made... I'm glad the Switch 2 is coming out, but I'm also a bit scared because it says it's backwards compatible. But I'm not scared because of it being backwards compatible. I'm scared that the Switch 2 will not run the games better. Nintendo has a history of doing that for some...
Let's hope it's not just an emulation. Please! Imagine if that's why they took down Yuzu and Ryujinx. They took that down just so they could emulate the Switch on the Switch too.
Oh my god, imagine Scarlet and Violet but running, like... Imagine Scarlet and Violet running warps on the Switch too.
Oh damn, don't horror me with the thought. Oh my god. You're running on a Switch 2 and start fucking no-clicking everything.
When I get my Switch 2, I'm going... The first thing I'm doing is transferring my save data from Scarlet and Violet to there. Reason? Because I want to.
Fair. I hope we get like a cute little animation of like when you did from the 3DSs. You get the little Pikmin carrying your little games across. I hope we get that again. That was so cute.
Honestly, That's the thing about the Switch. I love it as a console, but it just felt too minimalist.
Yeah, I mean, no themes, man. All you get is black and white.
I mean,
Give us themes.
I get they were trying to replicate how a tablet or a phone works, but like, even then, you could add a wallpaper on your phone.
Even tablets come with themes.
Right? Like, I think that this Switch, the only reason they didn't add themes was because they were just rushing to put something out. I mean, they weren't exactly rushing it since it's like 3-4 years before. Like, because the Wii U was failing, they just had to think of something as a backup plan that they know would succeed. Instead of waiting, all because Nintendo is bad at advertising. I mean, the Wii U wasn't a bad name or a bad console at all, but to say they advertised it well, they did not. They advertised the Switch enough to where, like, people were skeptical, but they were interested. And then it released with Breath of the Wild. Loved that game. But that was the first time I also saw my Switch lag. I'm like, wow, not even 5 minutes in getting this and it's lagging clearly for us.
That's them, like, that was like the true stress test for the Switch. I feel like they really pushed the bounds with Tears of the Kingdom, since they basically said, here's Breath of the Wild, again, and again, with like 3 different realms. Like, that was so cool. That was so cool. You can go into the fucking, the nether-ass looking place, you can go up into the air. That was epic as hell. And it still kind of runs awfully if you're in handheld mode, but it's still fun. I still enjoy it.
But I'll say this: Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Well, Breath of the Wild was made to try to put the Wii U's hardware limits, but released the same day as the Switch because they know the Wii U was failing. So they just dual released it. Tears of the Kingdom was made specifically, and because of that, it is a lot larger. I like that they expanded on the idea of at the same time, as good as it is, I do not, because I don't know. I just like how they try to innovate. Sure, I would like them to keep the cel-shaded anime models like they kept for Breath of the Kingdom. But like, to say I want another game in that timeline, I don't. I want a game that takes place either before or after it. Well, I can't say after because apparently Tears is the last part.
Give me another Twilight Princess, please.
Right? But yeah, the Switch 2 I feel is gonna succeed because it's a handheld. Because Nintendo never fails in the handheld market. But I will not say the same for it succeeding in the console market. Because Nintendo has always been iffy about its console.
I find it, like, looking back, I find it, because, like, I at the time, because, like, as a kid, I never really thought of, like sales figures or anything. But apparently, at least from what I've heard, the GameCube was a relative flop, question mark. Which is crazy. It's crazy to think.
GameCube, I don't know, the GameCube still sold these.
I'm not sure how true of what anything I just said is. I'm just saying based off of what I've heard. But
I mean,
I
the
find it
Wii-
hard to
I'll
believe
say
because the
this.
console was iconic.
I'll say this: as fun as the game, it fortunately didn't do as should have. Sure, I will say this: the GameCube was an underrated console, but the main reason why it flopped was because wasn't because of it being a bad console, rather because they decided to make their own discs, and they couldn't really add many games on there.
Plus, they also
Now, you
had to
see, that
compete.
wasn't.
They had to compete with the PS2.
Yeah, that's another issue. And the PS2, let me say, I don't even know how the hell that. I get it. It had a DVD player built in, but like, that was just unfair.
It's insane how many families had a PS2. Everyone had a PS2. For some reason, my household had like 3 PS2s based off like we just knew people. I don't know. We just had PS2s.
Oh. Nowadays your home there has. It can't have an Xbox. 'Cause if it does, that just means that people are gonna be like, "You have an Xbox?" And just look at you.
Yeah.
I have an
It's no
Xbox
longer- it's no
360
longer the
and
centerpiece of the
Xbox
house.
One, but like I mostly use my Switch. I'm not buying the Xbox Series only because, like, what's the point of it? You put everything on Game Pass. Like, why do you need an Xbox now?
Cloud gaming, baby.
I mean, I will say this. The Switch has its own problems, and so does the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5's problem being it lacks good game, and the Switch's problem being it's underpowered. But both seem to have succeeded in their own. Like, they are in everyone's house.
Yeah. I feel like Microsoft is trying to expand it into the direction of making the Xbox be in everyone else's house, but like not through the Xbox, because they're also like shooting themselves in the foot because they're really leaning into subscriptions as a service and providing the Xbox experience on everything that you can own. But I feel like they underestimate how many people will actually buy into cloud gaming from an outsider perspective. Like, what is the incentive of going to Xbox.com when you need a fast connection, you need a controller to play half the games, and like there's no real selling point, especially for an ultimate subscription.
Let me be real. As much as I used to like Xbox and Microsoft, I think Microsoft should just turn to a full third-party company.
It might be a smart
It's not
decision for them to
because
make for
they're-
longevity, but the
Yeah,
soul's gone.
Like, I mean, think of it. The Xbox Series itself only sold copies because of how poorly advertised and how much they just tried to hide that they made it.
Remember
Like
when they tried to make everyone be sold on the idea of their console having to constantly be on just so you can use it, had to be constantly connected to the internet just so you can use it, rather.
That's the Xbox One for you.
Yep. Oh yeah, we want it to be a beta center, but also it doesn't work without the Kinect, and all because we also want to look into your house while your internet's always on.
Yeah. Right. Here's what I think. Xbox should go party, not because they're a bad company, but because they're a bad company. I mean, they're not bad per se, because they made some pretty decent games, but most of the IPs they bought, and yes, I say they bought.
I mean, they did buy
'Cause
IPs, acquisitions.
They never. No. They bought every single IP they have. Bungie, that was Xbox. They bought him. They bought out everyone. Microsoft owns them, yes, but that was because they bought them out.
Yeah.
Heck, they actually tried buying out Nintendo.
And Discord for some reason.
Well, let me just say this. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad Nintendo actually didn't. Because, like, if Xbox was their IP, how would they be making consoles? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo said no, but then they were also like, here you go. You could go and buy out, what's it called? Rare. You can go buy out Rare. Won't say anything. I was like,
I'll be real with you. I don't like. A lot of people love Banjo-Kazooie, and I love Banjo-Kazooie in concept. I just couldn't get into the games. It was just a shame because I do like platformers, but man, I just can't.
I'll be honest. They, Rare is just a weird company. They will find something to make a game off of, and they just make it. Rare is just. Okay, I'll be the first to say this. Rare is weird.
I'm sure you're not the first to say that. because they do have some pretty wacky releases from because you go from Conker's Bad Fur Day, then you go to Banjo-Kazooie, and then you go to Perfect Dark. Hello, what a tonal shift.
Well, let me say this. As far as Rare as a company, they make games for kids and adults and teenagers. Like, every single game has tried to go to the hardware. But you know what they also did? Every game they made is themed around something stupid. Or something ridiculous. Like Blast Corps, for instance. It's about freaking saving the world from a nuclear bomb that, mind you, has someone driving it, and they're trying to detonate it. Now that on its own doesn't sound bad, but once you play the game and listen to the music, you're like, this doesn't match a military.
It sounds fun, actually.
Blast Corps is a fun game, yes, and it's pretty weird, but like, the music is just so... none of the music matches the game.
Give me more weird games.
Sea of Thieves is pretty weird itself, but like...
You have to rip weird games from my bare hands.
It's weird on its... Sea of Thieves is a weird game itself. Like... Sure, they may it's exclusive to Xbox, and we'll actually scratch it out. It's also on Steam, but like... The point is, Rare... It's... eh.
Alright, my YouTubians, this is where I'll leave you tonight. Thank you very much for coming out, and thank you, Shadow, for joining us for stream. It was very, very fun having you. Good night, YouTube.